So what we're going to do is we're going to write our learning target over here. We're going to write today's date. It is the 25th of 17, not 7. I want to throw it back to when I didn't know y'all. I'm just kidding. Alright, so our learning target for today says I can correct negative exponents. Now, the reason that we say I can correct negative exponents is because we cannot have negative exponents in our answer. Because it's a rule.
You can't break the rules.
Exactly.
Break the rules.
Whoa. I don't understand why we got so serious. Alright, here we go. Negative exponents. Now, this is very important that you process what we're about to do. Very, very, very important because it changes your answer. So, for instance, if I gave you a problem that said h to the 4th divided by h to the 12th, what would you do with those two exponents?
You would divide.
Would you divide the exponents or would you subtract the exponents? You would subtract the exponents. Yes, good. Take a point. All right, what's 4 minus 12?
That's
Negativo 8. Negative 8. Good. Take a point. Now, you cannot have negative numbers in your exponents. So, pardon? I don't think anybody had negative exponents in their answer. But I would love it if you would just let me finish teaching this to you. So, you flip it. 1 divided by h to the 8th. You move it to the bottom of a fraction. That's it. And it turns it positive. So when you move it from here to here, that turns it to a positive. And dun da da da, you're done.
When's our next quiz and our script?
Next week. Okay, so this is with an invisible 1, right? So all I did was I flipped my fraction over.
Oh, okay, I understand what direction. Okay.
Imagine that this has an invisible 1 under it. Yeah, you just flip it over.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Does anybody else have a question about this? Okay.
And what's it an answer? How do you say it?
1 divided by h to the 8th power. So, yes. I did. Alright, baby. 4 minus 12 is negative 8. And then I flip my answer. So, if you have a negative exponent, what do you do to the problem?
You gotta flip it.
Flip it. Flip it good.
Flip it real.
Alright, let's open this and work on some problems.
Wait, what?
Open your foldable. Just like we've been doing every day. Alright. Now, once you flip it, that turns it into a positive. So if I had a negative on bottom, for instance, if I wrote it as 1 divided by x to the negative 4, where would I flip that to?
It would be 1 divided by 4 divided by 1. No, it would be 1, 1.
4 divided by 1.
Negative
4 divided by 1. But I was going to say the next step.
Because it's on bottom right here, correct? So if you flip it to the top. 1 goes on bottom. It's just understood. What if I had 4 divided by c to the negative 7? Now, does my 4 have a negative exponent on it? No, so my 4 stays there. What happens to the C? Where does it go? Dun 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 dun. That's all you do.
Can we write this down?
I'm sorry? So if it's negative and it's on bottom, you flip it to the top. If it's negative and it's on bottom, flip it to the top. If it's negative on top, what does that become? How? What do I have to do to it?
You have to flip it. Flip it makes it positive.
Yep, flip it. Now, what if I had 5c to the negative 10th?
5C to positive.
2, 5,
Does the 5 have a negative exponent on it? So 5 stays on top. Where does the c to the negative 10th go? On bottom, and it becomes positive. So 5 divided by c to the 10th. Ready? Let's work on some problems.
Can I write that down?
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? No. Yes, you can write this down if you want to. If you want to write this down out to the side, write it out to the side. Do not write this on the foldable. Do not write this on the foldable. Do not write this on the foldable. Write it on the paper. If you're writing it down. Like write it on the back, something. If you want to write this, write it down, but don't write it on the foldable. Erase it. I'm not. Just erase it and write it on a different piece of paper.
Guys, if you write on the foldable, you get suspended. So don't write it.
No, I don't want to be.
Please don't start this. Stop.
I don't know what Barry's doing.
We're just being Elsa. Ready? Alright. Let's do this. Alright, here is our problem. X to the 7th, y to the 6th, divided by x squared, y to the 10th. Write this problem down. When we divide like bases, what do we do to the exponents? We subtract. Alright, so what's 7 minus 2?
5.
Okay. What's 6 minus 10? Negativo cuatro. Now, can we have a negative exponent?
No.
So where does our problem go? Do I flip x or do I flip y?
Flip the one with the negative.
We flip the one with the negative. So x stays on top and y to the 4th goes on bottom.
And that's how you put it.
And that's what you do.
Is this going to be a homework? Is this a homework tonight, Drew?
Part of it. You do know that I can see y'all sitting there talking and hear you, right? Even though you're not looking at each other and it looks like you're writing, I can hear you.
So if there wasn't an X, we'll have to put 1 on top.
If there was not an x, we would put a 1. Alright, let's do another one. If I say,
Go. You say jump, you say
I need a letter. Let's do P.
C. D.
C.
D.
C. C.
D. D. D.
C.
That's
C.
somebody.
Alright, P to the 6th, D to the 7th, divided by P cubed, D to the 10th. Dun dun dun.
Can I do this for you?
I don't know. Can you?
6 minus 3 is 3.
Can you tell me what my exponent of p is going to be, Reggie?
P3.
Is it p3? Are we old ladies playing bingo?
It's
P cubed.
I can tell you what D is.
All right, and what is d going to be?
It's gonna be negative 4. D for
Negative 3. I'm about to tell you, Perry. 3. Say it if you don't say get it right.
Negativo 3.
Are we old ladies?
All right, now, can you have a negative exponent?
No.
So you flip it. Are we going to flip P or D?
D, it's gonna be P3 divided by 2.
We're not old ladies playing bingo.
D cubed divided by D to the negative 3.
All right, P cubed divided by D cubed.
Oh no, you got that.
Let it go. Let it go. Danubia.
20.
That's another -1 for your team.
And Paris too?
I wasn't talking about because of him. Whoever has the number strip, circle another minus.
Quiet.
Circle another minus for your table, please. All right, let's try this one. Let's do 12 e to the 5th f to the 6th divided by 3 e squared f to the 9th. Ooh, let's do e to the 12th. Let's go crazy. Because we like to party and we're smart.
Or E.
Wait, tater tot. Wait. Now, I don't want anybody to work it out yet. I just want you to write the problem down, and then I'm going to show you a trick. It is a magic trick. No.
Not a trick.
Okay. See? Dos? De nada. Alright, so now you do 12 divided by 3, and what do you get? 4. Okay? Now let's talk about how we're going to write our answer. What is 5 minus 12? -7. So is that going to go on top or on bottom? It's -7. So is that going to go on top or on bottom? And it's going to become a positive 7. Alright, what's 6 minus 9? Negativo 3. So is it going to go on top or on bottom? So that's f cubed.
That's it? Wait, that was the trick.
So you didn't have to write this middle step. You just go and put it there. Now, the variable goes wherever the big number goes. Do you understand? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I like that way better.
You want to try one without me?
No.
Yes.
Yep, try one without me.
So you don't put the negative sign.
Once you move it, you don't put the negative sign. It turns it positive. Alright. Let's do 16. Try this one without me. Everybody can hear you.
Is that very we done? Can I tell you the answer?
Pardon?
Everybody's done activities.
Sure. Can you come up here and tell me while people are still working? Tell me what's right. I'll pause the video. So you put your variable where the big number is. So the big exponent is on top for m, so it goes on top. The big number is on bottom for n, so it goes on bottom.
Oh, okay. So now I got it right.
Did you put it on top? Alright, did anybody else get 2 times m to the 7th divided by n to the 11th? Did anybody accidentally put their m on the bottom of the fraction? Okay, do you see why it goes on top? Because it's a positive. Alright. Dos más. Sí. Sí. No, dos más de tarea. Tarea. It's not. It's homework.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing better to do.
Why do you have your phone out when it's red day?
Take a phone.
All these lies.
I was using it for
Not at that moment you weren't.
You work there?
yeah, okay, my dad.
No tater time. Okay? Hang on, I can't hear you. What? Something complaints. Alright, so let's talk about how we do this one. What would 3 divided by 12 reduce to?
Negative 1/4. No, I'm just
It's not negative because they're both positive, but it is 1/4. Now, why is it 1/4? Why is it 1/4 and not 4?
Because you can't divide 3 into 12. Okay, you gotta switch it.
Other way, you can't divide 12 into 3. Yes. We have 3 cheeseburgers, 12 people. That's going to be 1/4. Okay? Now, figure out where the G and the H go. No, just let everybody write. I know, I'm super proud of you. I'm sorry? Okay, write it down. Without me. I don't think y'all understand the definition of that word.
I say
That's very definitely don't. You just say,
bro, don't disrespect me, bro. Let's be disrespectful. It's just like one of my words I said.
Are we done? Alright, where'd y'all put the G? On top or on bottom? Abajo. And what's 6 minus 12? Negativo 6. So then it becomes positivo. Yeah, we're just correcting and hoping. Alright, and then what's 7 minus 8? Positive or negative? So then it goes on bottom and it becomes positivo. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, does everybody see why these letters are where they are?
Positivo. Could you move it to the bottom?
Alright, una más of practice and then tarea. Yes, and then you get tardies. How does that even make sense?
Because it sounds like tardy.
That's not how it works, baby. That's like padre is not bathroom. It's not. It's not. Padre is father.
Yeah, and Madre is mother.
Alright. I would like you to rewrite this expression for me. Let's see how good we are. Rewrite that without me. No. 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 Finish this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like shoes. Look clean. Like something I like something I would. Yeah, come on.
Here you go.
And you know it too.
Don't try to confuse me, because I'm already trying to learn. I try to learn.
Bless your soul, baby.
I think is that right? People
They make it more difficult than what it is because Mackenzie's over here stressing. Alright, Mackenzie. Let's talk about how we do this. Alright, so do you think the positives are going to stay where they are? We only flip which one?
Negative.
So what are the positives going to do? They're going to stay. So we're going to write A to the 10th, D to the 9th. Okay? Now, what's going to happen to the negatives? They are going to go to the bottom. And you're going to write B to the and C to the, and then you're done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Yes, there is. And we have a parachute and we're being kind. Alright, so now what we're going to do is you are going to work on page 9C right now. You're going to have 10 problems. And you're going to work on it right now. And then whatever you don't finish is for homework. It is not later work. We're going to do it right now so that if we have any questions, we can ask them. Because we're going to have a new test this week. And it's going to be on everything we've learned on the exponents. Alright, so this is page 9C. And we're going to call this classwork / homework.
If you don't do it, you get suspended.
Yes. For 9/25/17. Alright, the directions say simplify.
But the teacher really did that. I'll do that. I'm about to do my
Each expression using the properties of exponents. You should be writing this down instead of talking to each other, or throwing up gang signs at each other, or even looking at each other. Just write it down. And it's going to cover everything we've learned so far on exponents. Not just what we learned today. Everything we've learned so far so that we can practice. It is woohoo. Good. I'm glad. Because when you're sad, everyone around you is miserable, and it is not fun. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. That's a negative. That's a multiplication. See? If it doesn't have an exponent up there, what is the understood exponent? Fantastic. I don't even... Oh, poor thing. You're so funny. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. Why do y'all worry when I say that?
I don't know. It's just like when my mom says she has an idea. When my mom says she has an idea, I go, oh no.
Okay? Yeah? No, you don't get to go. I've already told you no. Because you've taught us the entire lesson. You don't get to go to the restroom when you taught the entire lesson. I don't think you understand what I'm saying to you. Alright. Ooh, this is going to be a good one, too. Alright, does everybody have A and B written down?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't have A and B? Okay. Can you wait just a minute, please? Thank you so much. Just a minute. Now, I would do what's inside the parentheses first on these.
What?
I would do what's inside the parentheses first. So start on the outside and then work your way out. Start on the inside rather than work your way out.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have 8 instead of 10.
Lord, don't bless us.
Miss Asbury blessed you. He didn't make me do it.
Oh, really? He rich fish.
Alright, so there is G and H. You have 8 problems. Work on them right now. I'm going to be walking around to check them. This is not pack up time. This is not you ready to go to lunchtime. This is work time. Does everybody understand?
No.
¿Por qué no?
Porque yo no quiero trabajar.
No.